So I have an idea that I want to get down on paper. I'll get this notarized in the next couple of days. I'm recording it because it's my intellectual property. So I want to do a musical called Jewtiful. Jewtiful. And the great thing about me writing this or going into this and hopefully getting other musical writers on board is that I'm not a Jew. Because I had this friend, Ronnie Goldstein, and I want to do Jewtiful, an imaginary musical portrait of Ronnie Goldstein because she was rather funny. She goes, I'm not your average Jew. You're a Gentile, but I'm going to tell you the truth. It was, it was endless little jokes like that. I'm not your average Jew. Look, I'm rock and roll today. I said, well, didn't Jews invent rock and roll? She goes, actually, no. African Americans did. But Jews marketed Elvis Presley. She knew a lot about music, and she just had a lot of funny little quirks, and she liked old. I went to her apartment once, and I saw her CD collection. She goes, so I have 4,000 CDs, and she had a whole wall unit built in her closet of all music. She had cassettes, she had records, she had 8-tracks. I said, you live in a brand new, beautiful apartment. Why do you keep 8-tracks? She goes, because some of these albums aren't really available on disc. She had old Yiddish music that I listened to and had interesting rhythms and whatnot. So she told me, listen to this Yiddish tape. It was a singer from Brooklyn, a Hasidic singer. And I actually liked it. The voice was, it was really beautiful. She goes, imagine if somebody did this with rock and roll. And I talked to her and we smoked a joint together. And she goes, you need to get into marijuana because, you need to eat. She goes, my God, look at you. She had 4 daughters, but she said, my daughters became more Jewish than me. She goes, and I'm a bad Jew. I once loved a black guy. She was married to a black guy in the mid-'80s for 6 years. Her family kind of disowned her. She almost got disinherited. And then he got cancer, and the mother turned out to really love him. There are so many different facets to her life, but it would be interesting to do Jewtiful, an imaginary musical portrait of Ronnie Goldstein. I would use a pseudonym, obviously. Actually, I already am.